AITA for accidentally ruining my cousin's wedding by announcing my pregnancy with my ex-fiancé, the groom, during the vows. I, 29 female, have always had a complicated relationship with my cousin Lily, 27 female. We've been compared our whole lives. She was the pretty one, the smart one, the one with a future. Meanwhile, I've always felt like I was living in her shadow. But recently, things took a turn that admittedly got a little out of hand. About a year ago, I was engaged to my ex-fiancé, Matt, 31 male. Our relationship was rocky, but I truly believed we could make it work. Then, out of nowhere, Matt broke things off with me. I was devastated, only to find out a few weeks later that he had started dating Lily, my own cousin. To say I was furious would be an understatement. I felt betrayed by both of them. They insisted they didn't start seeing each other until after we broke up, but I never believed them. A few months ago, they announced their engagement. I was hurt, of course, but I decided to be the bigger person and support them. I even agreed to be a bridesmaid, even though it felt like a slap in the face. I kept my distance from them, but still showed up for all the wedding events like the good cousin I was expected to be. Then, 2 months before the wedding, I found out I was pregnant. The twist? The baby is Matt's. You see, shortly after our breakup, Matt and I had a one-time goodbye hookup. He told me it was a mistake, but I kept it to myself, not wanting to create more drama. I figured I'd deal with it alone. But as the wedding got closer, I realized I had a huge, life-changing secret on my hands. I was torn. Part of me wanted to keep quiet and let them have their perfect day. But another part of me felt this gnawing anger that they had betrayed me, and now were building a life together while I was left with the consequences. I wrestled with this for weeks, until the day of the wedding arrived. When it came time for the vows, something in me snapped. I couldn't stand there anymore, pretending like everything was fine. As Lily and Matt stood there exchanging their forever promises, I felt the heat rise in me. Right when the officiant asked if anyone had any objections, I blurted out, "I'm sorry, but I have something to say." Everyone turned to look at me, shocked. My aunt's face went white, and Lily looked like she was about to faint. I continued, "I just thought everyone should know that I'm pregnant, and the father is Matt, the groom." Gasps filled the room, and there was a moment of absolute silence. Lily started crying, and Matt looked like he had seen a ghost. My uncle shouted, "What the hell is going on?" I quickly followed up with, "I didn't mean to cause any trouble, but I thought it was important for everyone to know the truth." The place exploded into chaos. Lily ran out of the ceremony sobbing. My aunt tried to console her, and Matt just stood there speechless. People started whispering, and some even began leaving. Matt's mother approached me, demanding to know why I would do this, and I told her it was only fair that the truth came out now rather than later. I felt justified. After all, I was the one who was hurt first. Why should they get their happy ending while I was left alone, dealing with a pregnancy I never planned for? Afterward, people accused me of ruining the wedding, calling me selfish and saying I should have handled things privately. Matt and Lily's families are furious with me, and even my own parents think I went too far. Lily refuses to speak to me, and Matt has been threatening to take me to court to keep the baby away from him and his new life. But I feel like they're all overreacting. I didn't plan this. It was just something that came out in the heat of the moment. Besides, it's not my fault that Matt and Lily lied and hid their relationship from me, right? If anything, I feel like I'm the victim here. Why should I be punished for simply telling the truth? So, AITA for accidentally ruining my cousin's wedding by announcing my pregnancy with my ex-fiancé during their vows?